Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. We'll continue the series that I've been doing about portrait drawings, and today I wanted to go over the lips and how I draw the mouth. So these are a few examples that I had been working on, and I will just dissect these or go over these ones first and show the different parts of the mouth. And then right after that, we'll do a few examples showcasing how to draw the mouth in the different angles. So we'll take a look at the front view first. And the mouth or the lips has 5 different parts, and you can divide them to make it easier to draw. So the first part is the middle part right here. And it has almost a heart shape volume to it. And then we have this side, the other side, and then the bottom lip also divides into 2. In some cases it's very visible, in others it's very subtle, but there is 2 volumes here as well. And using these 5 sections, we'll be able to draw the mouth in any view. The other thing to keep in mind, and we can see that on the side view, is that the mouth is not flat. It follows the curvature of the face. So that's why when we're drawing it, it's good to figure out what that curvature is. For example, in this case, it's like that. So this part, the sides of the mouth are further back compared to the center of the mouth. And the other thing to notice is that the mouth, also from a side profile, it has also different planes. So for example, the top lip is facing down and the bottom lip is facing up. And then once we go to the bottom of the mouth, this one also goes back down, and then the chin comes out again. And same with the top, it goes back this way and then towards the nose. So let's just start with the front view, and then we'll do 2 other angles as well and see how it goes. So when drawing the lips, really we need to know the angle of it first. So we said in this case we're doing just a front view. Pick the center, and then we start with the middle portion of the mouth, of the upper lip. So we said it almost does a heart shape. So we can go like this. And you can look at your reference because every mouth has a little bit of different angles, but the basic construction is the same. So that does that. Then we can kind of do the center line. We'll say the mouth is closed in this case. So there's a straight line for now on either side. And then we can draw the top side. So it connects to the corner on both sides. In the bottom, again, we said there's 2 angles or 2 circles here from the center, and then we can connect that to the corners as well. So as you can see, very simple, but we'll add a little bit more details. On the corners, when we go towards the end, the top lip usually overlaps and goes on top. So we will see that it's not really a straight line, but we'll see it come down as the top lip goes on top of the bottom lip. And then in some cases also the center also comes down. If we want to shade this, we can add a little bit of shading. Let's say the light is straight ahead and from the top a little bit. So we know that the top lip is more in the shade, and the bottom lip is more in the light. And we know that the lip is not flat, it kind of has a round shape if we put wrapping lines. So the center goes into the mouth is dark on the bottom lip and the top lip. That's why we see this really dark line. And then the bottom of the bottom lip is also in the shade. But then this piece here is facing the light or the top, so it gets a lot of the light. And then the top lip is mostly in the shadow, just like that. And then maybe towards the top, depending on the shape of the lip, some lips have a little bit more light here. And then one more thing to consider is that the top of the lip gets a reflection in some cases, and you can really put a highlight here if you wanted, and that gives you the general shape or the way to draw the lip from the front view. Of course, you can continue and add more details if you wanted to, but we're just really focused on the construction, so we can move on to a different angle. So this time, similar to the initial 3 drawings that we saw, we want to do one that is facing more to the side. In order to do that, we need to figure out the angle first. And I know when we're drawing, the mouth is usually on a head, so it's easier to figure out the angle. But in our case, let's just draw it. So this is the front of it. This is where we see, and it goes back. So the one side of the lip is here, and the other side goes to the back there. So, and then the center is here. So in this case, we can say this is kind of the angle that it goes. So now when we're drawing it in this angle, some of these different parts of the mouth are overlapping each other, and when we draw it, we gotta be mindful of that. So we can start with the center, and we'll say the mouth is a little bit open here. The top of the mouth is here, so then we said we gotta do the heart shape first, and because it's in an angle, we gotta really be mindful on how we draw this one. And then we said we have this piece here, and the other piece is in the back, going more here. And then the bottom piece, so we said the mouth is a little bit open, so we can come down a little bit. And then we have a piece here, and the other piece is behind it. So this is overlapping. This is overlapping here, like this. The bottom is there. So now if we want to draw it using these guidelines, we see that it goes like this, goes down, then the other side goes down there, and then this is this part goes up, then we can do that. Then the second piece here, and then we connect this part to here, and this part here. So then we can remove some of these guidelines that we had, and then we can add the shading to make it more clear. Just like before, the top side is in the shade. And then this part of the mouth also is a little bit in the shade. The bottom of it is in the shade. And then the center receives more. And then we can refine it a little bit more by adding the really deep shadows. Then might be able to see a little bit of the teeth here. And the bottom of the lip, really in the shadow. Okay, now let's try and draw one from a different angle. It would be more from the bottom of the face. And you'll be able to see the top lip more and the bottom lip less. So if we draw the angle, let's say it's like this. This would be the center. This is the one side of it. This is the other side. So we can even imagine the mouth being a little bit open, but we can do the same steps. So the heart shape first. And I'm using references, so that's why the shapes are a little bit different between these ones. And then we can connect it down. Same here. Then we'll say the mouth is a little bit open. So let's say this is the top of the bottom lip. This is the bottom. So say there's two parts of the bottom lip. It goes straight like this. And then comes down to connect. Same on the other side. Now here there will be a little bit of overlap, so you can see this goes here. It covers the top lip, just like that. And this goes like this. And we can erase some of our guidelines there. So when we want to shade this and when we start shading it, it will be a little bit more clear. So again, similarly, we can say the top lip is in shadow. That. Okay. The bottom of the bottom lip. And then this part is below the lip will be in shadow. Just like that. And then the top side of the bottom lip, we can't really see too much of it, but that one is in light. Then we can add the really dark pieces here. And of course, in all of these, you can add more detail if you like. The lips are not as smooth as I have it drawn in all the other ones. So you could add some of that detail if you like. And then the top part of the top lip, in this case, gets some light. There we go. And the one thing that I forgot to mention, that the lips create this shape here which recedes in. So in all cases, that. And there we go. That's really how we draw the lips. Thank you for spending the time and watching this video, and please don't forget to like and subscribe. And next week I'll be drawing the eyes. So see you in the next video.